It is the one and only Ronan the Traveler. Man, I want to give a quick shout out to all you guys who have been joining my memberships. Man, let me tell you, join the memberships. Soon the Patreon link will be in the description. Make sure you join it. This is for the elite, but any of you guys who join the membership, you definitely got access to me. You can shoot me an email at ronanthewonderandtraveler@gmail.com. You get first dibs. But man, I got a cautionary story time for a lot of you brothers, and young, old, but this is from an older brother. He asked me to tell his story, what happened to him, so this won't happen to any other brothers. Now, this is a crazy story time, man. So look, this is how I met this brother. Me and this dude is very cool now, but when I first met him, I'm sitting with my family in Puerto Plata. We at one of the restaurants, and I see this ninja looking at me. I'm like, hey, you looking at me like that? But you know, YouTube, man, people watch a lot of YouTube, so he see me. I have to go to the bathroom. This joker get up to him like, hey man, I'm thinking I gotta start throwing them bees on him, throwing them fifth wall bees on him. You know, I'm getting ready to start swinging on him. Man, dude finally me in the bathroom from. But he come to tell me, he said, look man, I watch your YouTube channel, man. And he's like, look man, I just went through this and that. Then he starts shooting him. He said, can we drink a beer? Can we do this stuff? And up. So I like, yeah, man, sure, man. Just let me go tinkle, big dog. So I go to the bathroom, I come out, and he got some beer ready. I tell the missus, hey man, go to the house. I'm chilling with old boy. I'll get with you later. She get in the Uber and go home. So I get to kicking it with my boy John. We sitting there, we drinking beer, having a good time, and he tells me his story. John was 58 years old. From the great state of Texas. I'm from the neighboring state of Louisiana, so we got a kinship. Many of my family members live in Texas, so I'm chopping it up with him, and he tells me a story that can happen to any guy. So I want you guys to listen to this story time, man. This is crazy. So he was a friendly guy, good dude, man, 58 years old, vibrant. I like how he carried this stuff. I did, but I understand what was happening. Look, man, in the real world, people don't care about you being a nice guy. This is for you younger brothers and even some of you older brothers, because a lot of the older dudes are delusional. Let's keep it, we just gonna keep it a buck. Some of the older dudes, not all, but a lot of them are delusional. They remember a time when modern women are not what they remember now. They remember this old school view of modern women. Modern women just not like this no more. They don't understand. That's why a lot of these guys argue with the passport community, even if they travel themselves. Now they could be married to foreign women themselves, but they will argue you down that nothing wrong with the women, is you. So they're from a different generation. He was kind of like that. So he tells me about one day he was in Puerto Plata and he sees Maria in a local cafe, and that name Maria. So I'm like, Maria, man. I told him I've dealt with a lot of women named Maria, but a lot of them was foreigners. They weren't really local to DR. And he told me the truth. He said, yeah, man, she was from Mexico, but had been living in the DR for like 5 years. And I'm like, why would she come here? But he tells me the story. He's like, man, she's been here for a long time. She's doing pretty good in the DR. And he meets her. He says she was so gorgeous. He starts showing me pictures of her. And here's the crazy thing, man. He started letting his guards down, because what he showed me, old girl was bad. Maria was fine as hell. When I saw her, I was thinking about it. Fire. When I saw the way you walk and talk, really touched me off. Threw up full of love, child. Yes, it does. The way you squeeze and tease knocks me off my knees. That's why I understand how my brother got caught up. So Maria started putting the moves on him, and he tells him, man, their relationship started to develop over a few months. John, he was visiting Maria a lot, sending him her money, and their relationship start to develop more and more. And I'm telling you, man, he had went through stuff with his ex-wife, kids was gone, so Maria put that ointment on you. See, this is how we get caught, man. It's the ointment, man. I understand these pains. I understand being divorced. I understand sitting in America all alone. But I tell men all the time, man, embrace solitude. I'm gonna tell you, this is the secret. And I had to learn this, man. You got to embrace being in monk mode, because this is how things start to get you. Because when you look, every bad relationship I've ever had, I rushed into it. I didn't really do it the way I was supposed to, and that's why I don't really diss men. That's why you don't see me de-police men, because I know the things we can fall into. I'm an old ninja too. Maybe in a couple of years, I'll be damn near 50 my dang self. So I understand it. So here's what happened, man. Maria was putting that thing on it. We've been on me. We're all that sweet, sweet loving on me. Every time he came back to the DR, Maria was putting that thing on him. She putting that work. So that cooch was always, man, that wet ball like a seal and just as wet as the ocean. And putting it on you. So look, now think about it. Look, you brothers that's listening to this, we're going to keep it a buck. If you're in the United States, you sleeping by yourself, and you got the opportunity to sleep with a beautiful woman, and you think, now you're not thinking you're tricking, even though you're sending money, even though you're doing things, you're not thinking you're tricking. See, tricking is a word. I hate certain words like tricking and raccoon, or even Pookie and Ray Ray. Now I hate these words because people use these words to put on their enemy. If they don't like what you're doing, they're gonna call you a trick. They're gonna call you a raccoon. And I'm saying raccoon to be nice. They're gonna call you whatever. They're Pookie and Ray Ray. If you do something people don't like. Not saying these things don't exist, but that's what they're gonna call you. So she's putting that baby face up, working on me. So he put the other baby face on her too. You know the song, I'll pay your rent, I cook your dinner too. Ooh, Maria, doing as I get home from work. So he's saying Maria making him feel like a king. He says the best he ever feel. No woman in America had ever shown him this much compassion, this much love, this much vibrance. It made him feel like a new person. I have felt this myself too, in Mexico and Dominican Republic, so I know. So he said he did something so stupid. This dude bought a ring for Maria. Now look, when he showed me Maria, I recognized her off top from a woman who walks the strip into Sur. Now many of you guys probably them saw Maria too and thought Maria was a Dominican. You thought she was just some real light Dominican with that BBL walking around that long hair. But no, she was from Mexico. And here's the thing, man. John falls in love with her. So he does the unexpected. When he came back to the DR, he got it set up. He gives her a ring in Puerto Plata on the Melicon. And he tells her he can't live without her. He's dreaming of a future with her in Texas. He gets with lawyers. He spends a lot of money. He brings Maria eventually back to Texas. And then in the 90 days he had planned, he got the K1 visa for her. He got everything straight. He planned to marry Maria. So they get there. They eventually get married. They go to Justice of Peace, get everything done. He's happy. Maria's at the house. She's playing the game right. Once she is officially legal and everything goes right, he says Maria demeanor shifts just a little bit. Just she becomes a little more distant. Not all at once, but just a little bit. And he's a little bit confused, a little bit hurt, but he keeps the thing going. And he doesn't stop. As she pulls back, he gives her more mas. And this is what men do, man. When women pull back, you got to flip that. You remember when you were oh boy on Boomerang? Don't be whooped by the mango pie. You got to whoop that mango pie. Bang, bang, bang. That's the truth. We have to flip it, but he didn't do it. So as he ran after her more and more and more, she got more distant. And one day he was gone. Guess he was at work, whatever. He come back. Maria was gone. Maria. He came back. You know, after Maria got all her paperwork straight, Maria had bounced on the brother. Brother John was feeling upset. He couldn't find Maria, didn't know where she was at. One thing though that I do give Maria credit for, I asked him, I said, you put Maria on bank accounts? He said, yeah, we had one joint. I had my big money separated. He did that right. But they had one account with both of them on there. Maria didn't take one penny. She just disappeared. I told you a couple of stories where women them took the money. She didn't take anything. So evidently Maria had a boyfriend in the United States. One of these dudes, you know, we got a lot of people come to the States and get money and try to take care. And she was gone. That's why, man, I don't believe in bringing a woman to the United States. I just don't. It's not my thing. I have family members who have done it and been successful, but I know too many people who have brought people to the United States. United States is a cancer. It can corrupt. Not saying this what corrupted Maria, but this can happen to any person, man. So in the aftermath, man, look, John faced the hardship and reality of a situation. He sought legal advice. He found limited resources. The emotional and financial toll was immersive, you know. But over time, John found his solitude, and he joined a lot of groups. He did a lot of different things, man. But John learned a painful lesson about the importance of being cautious with love, especially in the context of cross-country relationships. You know, because I tell you, we go through a lot of different things, man. This is why I made this channel I talk about the fun things. You know, I talk about me turning to the werewolf, and all that stuff is good and dandy, but everybody's not a werewolf. Some people are just good people. They don't have that dog in them like I have. Look, the dog has been in me since I was born, but a woman helped bring it back out. Yesterday, she was so terrible that I was like John, only you can make me happy. And I know a lot of you guys feeling with this, man. You guys dealing with this in the West. You getting with women who don't really want you, who don't really appreciate you, and you come to the DR or Colombia, any country. You can substitute any country, and the women see you and they see you as fresh bait. So I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I tell men, have your fun. Turn to a werewolf. Sleep with women. Go out with women. But don't give them your heart till you find a real woman. And even me, I've found many real women. I never give them the heart. I just give them the wood, and that's the start. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I know that rap, but I'm trying to tell you guys, don't let women do that, man. The more the story that John serves is a tale, man, for you guys who want to bring these women back to the United States. Living abroad, people can take advantage of you, man. So I think I need to tell more of these kind of stories, man. But don't let these women catch you into these things, man. So, man, shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel. Shout out to all you guys joining the membership. This is just something, man. And I know this kind of catered to older brothers, but younger guys too, man. It's the same thing that happened to you, man. In Sasua, these women will take advantage of you, man. They can smell it in the water, man. You're fresh fish. So be careful. Work on your own goals. Come have fun, and I promise you'll meet somebody better in one of these places. But don't be an old bitter man who comes around and he feels like a younger woman take advantage of him, but it was him the whole time. So just have a good time. Like I tell men, have fun first. You'll meet somebody later, and if you don't meet them, go somewhere else. So we are out. Shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel.